Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Welcome, guys, for coming through. Much appreciated. Hit that like button for us, guys. Hit the like button. Let everybody else know we are live. Thank you so much for coming through. Much appreciated. Thank you, my lord. Welcome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Want to go ahead and follow up with you guys and kind of go over. Um, ooh, I didn't get a chance to review the the AFC and NFC games with you guys, so I wanted to go ahead and go over that real quick, guys. And kind of give you my take, and also too how to attach it to the Miami Dolphins, because there's some stuff that we can learn from the AFC and NFC championship games that we saw. So hit that like button for us, guys. Hit the like button. Let everybody else know we are live. Thank you. Oh, Lord. What a day. What a day. What's up, Timothy? Welcome, buddy. How you doing? Good morning. Steve, welcome. Raster, Fins up. Good morning, Raster. I think it's the first time I've seen you. How you doing? Fins up. Delusional Patriots fan. Thank you very much. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. Much appreciated. Let's see here. Hey. Thank you guys for coming through. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I thought we had two very interesting games in the NFC and AFC championship games. Not gonna lie. I thought they were very interested. Not what I was expecting, that's for sure. Definitely not what I was expecting. But I wasn't surprised either. Yeah, I wasn't surprised either. I mm-mm, I wasn't surprised whatsoever. Oh wow, I went a little bit too crazy with this. Yeah, I wasn't surprised whatsoever at all. Let's see here. Let's start out with the first game. Obviously, well, that one's the one that affects us the most. So let's go backwards. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna start out with the game that doesn't affect us because it's NFC, kind of. But but I am gonna go ahead and go back to the AFC game, since that one's like more deals more with us. You know what I mean? But guys, before we go and continue and kind of review this, like I said, go ahead and hit that like button for us, guys. Hit the like button. Let everybody else know we're live, guys. Always, as per usual, go ahead and remember to keep it clean. Really do appreciate all you guys. Remember to become a member, guys. Definitely remember to become a member. That's a great way to support the channel. And I appreciate all you guys who do support the channel. Thank you. You guys really go that extra step, and I really appreciate it so much. So thank you guys for going above and beyond, and honestly, just supporting. That's the only thing I could say is just supporting. So thank you so much, guys. And like I always say, we win together, we lose together. Dolphins for life. So let's continue. What's up, Shekel? Welcome. Now, as far as the AFC NFC game, like I said, we're gonna start out with the NFC game. Man, what a heartbreaker! Not gonna lie, I kind of fell asleep in the third quarter. But what a heartbreaker for the Lions, man. What a heartbreaker for the Lions, you know. And there were two instances in this game had the Lions taken the points, they would have won this game. You know, and man, it just the hells. Wow, Red White and Bills, you're funny. You're funny. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm not taking it personal, buddy. This game was pretty much half and half. I mean, obviously, it favored the Niners 32 minutes in the time of possession versus 28, so not that much different, but everything else is kind of identical. In total yards, Detroit had 443 to the 413 San Fran had. They both had one turnover. Detroit had 28 first downs versus the 23 the Niners had. So it's very, very similar kind of 50-50 game. Um, it's a tale of two halves. Essentially, dang, it's the Detroit Lions. They own the first half. Niners own the second half. And if Detroit would have just scored on them two plays and taken the points instead of going for fourth or maybe even punted the ball in one of them, then I think that they would have been going to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And man, it hurts. I'm not gonna lie, it hurts. I mean, Goff and Purdy, they were practically the same. I mean, Jared Goff was better. He didn't have the interception. Even the minus McCaffrey having two touchdowns versus the one that Montgomery had. The rushing attack was pretty much the same. Even the receiving attack was between Laporta and Debo, pretty much the same. Like, this was the most 50-50 game you could have had. The difference is that in that second half, the defense clamped down for 49ers, and the offense couldn't do anything. Oh, it just hurts. I knew it. I knew it. I let you slide being like, listen, whatever, man. It's rough out here. I was actually up working on the channel and trying to fix some stuff that I messed up and it wasn't letting me do. It's a lot of work, man, guys. A lot of work goes into doing a channel. It's not just pointing and shooting. You're a producer, a writer, a like so many hats you wear being a content creator that it's oof, get long. What's up, Jeremiah? Welcome, welcome. What's up, Kenna? Welcome. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you, next week when you're available. I just point and shoot. Oh my god, get out of here. Anywho, moving on. What's up, Dolphin Don? Welcome, welcome. Um, yeah, man, it just hurt. Like I couldn't even watch. I was actually kind of tired. I'm not gonna lie, so I kind of did fall asleep a little bit. Oops. But man, it sucks. And there's nothing else you could say about the Lions game being so close and yet so far. A lot of people are saying this is it. This is the only shot the Lions will ever get, and I'm like, I don't know. Not with if the Lions are smart, they extend Dan Campbell 10 years. Let this man relax. Not have to worry about his job. Let him continue to do what he's doing because he was able to put in together this team within 3 years and then took them to the NFC Championship. You know? There are gonna be ups and downs. There are gonna be things that you're gonna be like, but at the end of the day, to me, they found their head coach. He works with the city. He works with the players. Is exactly what you want. I think Dan Campbell is a perfect hybrid between old school football and new school football. And yeah, to me, yeah, he's very aggressive. And I know I've heard so many people say they're gonna live and die by the aggressiveness of their head coach. It's true, true. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, y'all act like this wasn't the NFC Championship. You do whatever you gotta do to win. Period. You do whatever you gotta do to win. Much respect, Miss Fins. It's hard work to do this day in and day out. People don't realize. No, Dolphin don't. They don't. And then trying to give you guys everyday content, it's even harder. I don't just come in into a show that's already established and put in my 2 cents, or I'm blessed to collaborate with other people a lot. All that takes a lot of work too. But when you're doing everything yourself and you're building everything from the ground up, it's a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of money, and all you see is red. But it is what it is, man. As long as I will continue to do this for as long as I continue to have fun. If this turns out, to if it doesn't seem like it's something that's mm, continues to bring me joy, and then that's when I'm gonna have to reevaluate. You know, that's pretty much it. But I love doing this. Um, but yeah, this was a tough game to watch. It was such a game of it was such a game of literally every single possession. Like no team had back to back possessions. It's weird. Lions, Niners, Lions, Niners, Lions, Niners, Niners. Like the only time it was back to back is when the Niners ended in the first half and got it in the third quarter back. That's it. Everything else was just back and forth like tennis. The difference is the turnover on downs when they could have just kicked the field. Where were they? At the San Francisco 30. Yeah, because you're on your own. Yeah, see, right here, six plays, 45 yards. If they would have kicked that field goal, they would have tied the game. That second to last possession. That was a turnover on downs. Another one, they had 3 plays, they did a punt, you know what I mean? In the San Francisco 20. Oh, no, sorry. In their own 20. So, yeah, that one, you just didn't do it. The fumble didn't help. The other turnover on down in the second quarter. Yeah, this one was rough. I'm not gonna lie. If they wouldn't have turned over on down again, another. See, this right here pissed me off. 4th and 2 at the San Francisco 28. So you're not taking the points. You're gonna go for it. Fine, no problem. It's the third quarter. I totally understand. Why did you pass the ball and not run it? That's the other instance. If he would have just taken the points, they would have won the game. So yeah, that sucks. So why did I focus on this particular game? I wanted to say this is because Mike McDaniel is just as aggressive as Dan Campbell. Although I feel like Dan Campbell is a little bit more aggressive. He's probably the most aggressive head coach. And what I mean by aggressive, I mean the fourth down. What's his name loves to do it all the time. Mike McDaniel loves to be super aggressive. Sometimes I'm like, why? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why does he love? Why does he love being so aggressive? Because let's not lie, ladies and gentlemen, our head coach loves to be aggressive. He loves to be aggressive. And I'm telling you right now, I get it. I get it. Put it all on the line. I get it. But can we maybe perhaps do and I've seen him do it so many times. That's what pissed me off about Dan Campbell in those two plays, those two Pacific plays. The turnover on down, which was their second to last possession, and then in the second quarter, that other turnover on downs. The fumble, I mean, fumbles are going to happen. You know what I mean? You can't really do that, but control what you can control. And that turnover on downs in the second quarter, unacceptable in my opinion. You kick a field goal, take the points. Take the points, take the points, take the points. Unless you're going to do, hell, if you're going to do that, then do your best 2 point conversion. Or do your own version of the tush push, whatever. 4th and 2, and you're throwing the ball. That very, and then it was a fade, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was incomplete short left to Reynolds. I, I can't, I can't, I can't. Those kind of plays just. Mm-mm. And then your second to last, you're at the 30. Both of them, you were in field goal range. If they would have kicked the field goal, taken the points, it would have been 30-34. And in their last possession, when they scored that touchdown, they would have been up. So special question, yeah, but you doing it once, unlike the Eagles. Eagles do it every other play. I get that, but when you're doing it once, unlike the Eagle, you're just trying to get it in. Scusi, you're just trying to get it in. You're not what's the word? You're not overplaying your hand when it comes to that. You see what I mean? And to me, you go with your highest probability. Their running back room was getting yardage. It was getting yardage. But instead of um what do you call it? Instead of giving your most or your highest probability in that 4th and 3, kick the field goal, bro. But in that 4th and 2, come on, you're telling me your running backs couldn't get. If you're gonna go full run for me, I mean, to me, I'm going 5 wide running back, and I'm going 5 wide, and I'm running it with the quarterback. I'm gonna spread the ball, force him to man up on everybody, and I'm taking it right down the middle with my center. Period. 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 If you don't want him to think, oh, you're just about no, then spread the ball. Spread the ball. What's up? Turn on Tyrone. Sorry, Tyrone. My brain. Good morning, sir. Oh my God. Let's get Grandpa Arms up out of Miami. Oh Lord, you guys are too much. Man, Campbell is a man, but coaches make mistakes. That's true, Steve, but he costs his team. McDaniel has done the same with us in being that aggressive. Sometimes you do take the points. There's a reason why it's called take the points. There's only so many possessions you're gonna get in a football game. Not plays, possessions. Kind of like in basketball, you know. It's all about possession, and like I told you, this was 50-50. No team had the ball back to back except the Niners when they ended the first half and started the second half. That's it. Other than that, it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And if your defense wasn't cutting it, that's when you gotta take the points. Be as close as possible so you can give your team the best chance at the end of the game to either tie or go over. What's up, Mark? Hey, how you doing? Miss Phins is frustrating to see so many head coaches and assistant head coaches thriving with other teams as Dolphins never can push forward or develop draft picks. Well, the pushing forward part, yeah, I'm with you. But developing draft picks, we can develop draft picks. We're the best developing team in the NFL. We just develop for other players, for other teams. That's the frustrating part. The Miami Dolphins are a great developing team. We just develop for other teams. That's what people don't get. Just frustrating. Uber frustrating. Oh, if you're a Dolphin fan, you know the struggles. And Dan Campbell definitely pulled a McDaniel. That's for sure. Absolutely pulled a McDaniel. And it's frustrating. Frustrating. Man, I really wanted to see the Lions and part of me on Friday I was like, watch this lame ass game end up being Niners Chiefs. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, and we're gonna. This is why I started with the NFC because I can like handle this game. The AFC Championship, I can't even. I can't. I don't even want to talk about it. I was so pissed, man. I almost broke my phone. I didn't even finish the game. I'm like, I don't even want to watch this. The minute it happened, I'm like, you know what? I didn't even end up watching the full Lions Niners game. I was so annoyed from the AFC Championship that I literally was like, nah, I need a break. I started watching something else. I just couldn't. I couldn't. What's up, Cat for Life? How you doing, buddy? Miss Fans, Miss Fans. Yes, sir. How you doing? Good morning. But yeah, I just couldn't. Good morning, beautiful people. Yes, good morning, beautiful people. Oh man, it's yeah. Hmm. Oof. I gotta see this. But yeah. What's up, Dolphinier? Welcome, welcome. So I gotta ask you, where do we start? Why is it all of a sudden now we're planning South Beach for our season? But you mean we're all of a sudden now we're planning South Beach for our season? Well, we didn't make it, man. We didn't make it. We didn't make it. We didn't make it, and it sucks. It super sucks, man. But let me just finish the NFC recap, championship recap. To be honest with you, I think this is still a very young team. I think they got the right quarterback. I think they're building something very good over there in Detroit. And to me, if I'm the owner, if I'm, you know, like the city, whatever, extend that man, Campbell. He's a young head coach. He's gonna make mistakes, but dang, your first playoff win in 600 years, your second win in your first ever NFC championship. Come on, man. Literally a couple plays away from the Super Bowl. You gotta take another shot. You gotta take multiple shots. And to me, they're much closer than a lot of NFC teams. So yeah, running back, learn from your mistakes, Campbell. We love you, Miami. All of Miami was rooting for Detroit. I'll tell you that. Because of him, you know, and yeah, that still a much better game, more even game. I actually enjoyed watching that game for what I did watch because there were points when I was like, ugh, I can't. But for the most part, yeah. Now let's go to the AFC. Um, AFC. Um, AFC Championship. This game, it was. Let me see here. Ooh, wow. That's actually. Wow. Okay. Wow. There you go. Right here. I figured it out, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, that turnover battle, man. Baltimore absolutely lost. Absolutely lost. You had Kansas City with 319 total yards, 22 first downs. Baltimore had 336 yards, 16 first downs, but the difference is Kansas City has zero turnovers and Baltimore had three turnovers. They also had the least amount of time of possession at 22 and a half minutes. Kansas City had the ball for 37 and a half minutes. This also reminds me of the Dolphins, too. What in the heck is a defense supposed to do playing 40 minutes? How do you expect them to hold when they're out there pretty much 2-1? How are they supposed to hold that? And mind you, this is the Super Bowl defending champs. Going back to the Super Bowl. How are they supposed to hold them? The fact that they were able to hold, I mean, the fact that the Ravens defense was able to still hold the Chiefs to only 17 points, dang. That was only, by the way, guys, that was only half a point more than the average they had the entire season, being that number one defense. That defense did their job, man. That defense did their job, holding them to only 17 points. Uh, Red, White, and Bills, you need to stop. The Bills are not the only team close enough in the AC to stack up with the Chiefs. No, not at all. Key example, guess what? You didn't do it, and you played against them, right? Or did I miss that? Did I miss? Did I miss the divisional round? Just saying. Last time I checked, Kansas City is your kryptonite. So yes, I would say you are wrong, sir. 100%. 100%. You are not the only team. Only team that actually has good games versus them and can beat them. You beat them once. right? Once, maybe twice, maybe. How did that help you to get to Super Bowl? But moving on. Yeah, that defense, ladies and gentlemen, that defense held the Chiefs to their exact average. Where did the Ravens fall? Offense. Period. I almost feel like I'm talking about the Dolphins all over again. This is what I'm feeling. Like this is where I'm at. This is where it feels like I'm talking about. There's so many similarities, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. So many similarities, but when your defense is out there 2/3 of the game, I like how much more can you ask this defense to do if the offense is not going to step up? Now, mind you, and this one hurts what I'm about to say. Hurts me the most because you can see the instant reaction, and it hurts. But dang, I gotta put it on him. I gotta put it on him, and it hurts me to say this. And you know what? Um, I'm not gonna put it all 100% on him, but he's gotta take a lot of this. He's gotta take a. This loss, in my opinion, is on the offense. Period. It's not on the defense. The defense did their job. Um, but just like our guy messed up in three key plays. Three key plays that had we made them, we win that flipping game. Or at least two out of the three, we win the game. But, buddy, what? And I get you're a rookie. Oh, but Christ, bro. Say Flowers. Oh, my God. Young prospect. That young man has such a bright future, but you literally cost your team the Super Bowl. You did. You did. Just like Jalen Waddle cost us the game last year. Second year wide receiver. Second year wide receiver, man. And three very critical drop passes by Waddle last year. And we would have won that game versus the Bill and made it to the second round into the divisional. But the similarities in those two players, young, hungry, and you can see, man, I felt so bad seeing Safe Flowers on that. And they asked him, "Did you think you broke the playing field?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did." And I was like, "Ah, oh my God." But bro, and you saw the youth, you know what I mean? But your job, and I get it, you want to make that play, you want to be on the highlight, the adrenaline is going, you really want to be there for your team, you want to make it because, bro, that was the game. That was the game. But as a receiver, as a running back, you got one job, and that's protect the ball. Hell, even the QB, you gotta protect the ball. You have to protect the ball, and you gotta it's situational awareness. You gotta understand that whenever you're in the red zone, hands are gonna be flying everywhere. And I get it's youth. You know what I mean? Youth. Youth. And like I said, man, this kid's got a bright future. He's gonna learn from this. He's gonna grow. Just like I think that Waddle is gonna learn from it and grow. But when you have, that raw talent, with those two receivers, because I see the similarities a lot between Flowers and Waddle. It just hurt me last year seeing those three drops from Waddle. Oh my God, that pivotal times, like momentum changing. Same thing with Flowers in this game. And I'm like, oh, buddy, buddy. I haven't even gone through the numbers, but buddy. Ooh, that was a tough one. That was a tough one, man. Like you can't. That was a tough one. And again, in this game, no team had the ball back to back. At no point did a team have the ball back to back possessions. It was like a tennis match. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Whether you took advantage of it or not in the possessions, it was back and forth. But oh my God, bro. Like that fumble at the 1 yard line. I get it, you want to extend, but you gotta live for the next. Unless the only scenario that I can think of that it's absolutely anything goes is if you're out of timeouts, it's the fourth quarter, there's no other shot you got. Heck yeah, you do that every single time. Every single time. Every single time. You know? Every single time. 100%. Oh, bro, you were in the third. I get it, it was the end of the third, but you were in the third. Like, what are we doing? Yeah. Ugh. It irks me. It was really, it hurt me. But again, people forget it's a young player. I understand. Um, I understand. You know what I mean? And he's gonna grow for it. I mean, take a look at this. It's a receiving core. You got. No, let me focus on the major ones real quick. You got him, 5 receptions, 115 yards, and a touchdown. He could have had that second touchdown. Versus Kelsey, the main receiver, 11 receptions, 116, and a touchdown. So receiving wise, they're pretty much there. It's just actually Zay Flowers was more efficient. Um, you know what I mean? And that, oh, it just hurt. It hurt. It hurt. And let me put it to you this way: Kansas City did everything they were gonna do in the first half. They were completely shut down. A lot of people don't realize they were fully shut down by the defense in the second half. Fully. shut down by the defense in the second half. Where was the offense? Where was the offense? And that's the problem. The offense wasn't there. It wasn't. Everything Patrick Mahomes did, I mean, he did in the first half. Ooh. He did in the first half. And then, just kill the clock, kill the clock in the second half. They're completely shut out in the second half. Completely shut out in the second half. He still got 30 of 39 to 141 yards and a touchdown. So he did what he was supposed to do, manage his team, get the points, and, be aggressive. I'm sure if they needed more scoring, let's say if Baltimore ended up scoring, I'm sure they would have gone down and actually scored, perhaps. But again, that Baltimore defense did their job. They pretty much stood them to their average. That's what you want. It's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. They did their job. Literally shut down in the second half. You can't get more you can't ask for more. Being that they were there 2-1. You can't. That defense did what they were supposed to do. And I understand Flowers and those two huge and costly mistakes from him. But he's a rookie. He's bound to make mistakes. That taunting call, bro, you can't do that. You gotta be wiser than that. Rookie. Adrenaline and all that stuff. Rookie. What's up, Nene? How you doing? What's up, Dolphin here? G-Man, how you doing, guys? Welcome, welcome. Rookie. So, you know what? You cost your team, just like Waddle did, and key points to really swing the momentum over to your team. You cost. You did. And guess what? That entire offense, they cost the game. They cost the game. 20 of 37, 272 yards, one touchdown, one interception. In the worst possible moment when you needed the QB to step up, he didn't. He didn't. He moved the ball up and down the field, but didn't finish the plays. He moved the ball too, had 8 carries and 54 yards, but still didn't get it done. Put his team in positions to score, but didn't finish. And this is why I couldn't just like I couldn't give Waddle all of the blame. I can't give Zay Flowers all of the blame. They're young wide receivers. They're young wide receivers. That's when you need that's when you need your veterans to step up. That's when you need your head coaches to put your players in the best position. You came in as the number two scoring, the number two. My apologies. I'm gonna say that. I misspoke. The number one rushing team at 156 yards and a half a game, and you didn't rush the ball. Is that really what we're? Is that what happened? You didn't rush the ball, and you were the number one rushing team. Harbaugh, you got out coached. Sounds like another head coach. McDaniel, you got out coached. You got out coached. You got out coached. Now, granted, Kansas City defense absolutely stepped up this year. Absolutely stepped up. There were way too many opportunities for you to do play action, for you to run the ball. You got Gus Edwards. And Lamar, he was running up and down the field, man. What's up, Shake Money? How you doing? Lamar was running up and down the field, which is good, which, opens up that. But at the end of the day, you got your running backs. What happened, Harbaugh? You completely ran away from what was working for you, McDaniel. The running game. What are we doing? Way too many similarities. And at the end of the day, your franchise quarterback didn't get you over the top. He didn't. I mean, he only ran his heart away. He only tried to put his team in the best position forward, but at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. You got to overcome a lot of mental mistakes. A lot. A lot of mental mistakes, period. Absolutely too many mental mistakes that you can't return that at the worst, at the worst time. And this is the thing. I saw at least one, two, three plays where Lamar overthrew his wide receivers. That had he not overthrown, which is funny, huh? We got to deal with somebody that underthrows his players all the time. He overthrew his players. The nerves. I get it. The nerves. He overthrew his players. Had he actually not, if he overthrew his players, he wasn't getting. Had he actually thrown the ball correctly like he was supposed to, he might have gotten one of those two obvious defensive PI calls. But the NFL is gonna NFL, and you didn't have your team, man. You can have all them fancy stats. That don't mean jack if you don't win. That doesn't mean anything if you don't win. At least you put your team in a position to score 10 points versus 7. At least. At least. But you didn't do enough. You just got paid. You're the face of the franchise. And the moment got too big for you, man. Sad. Sad. And mm, you didn't do enough. I get it. Over 300 total yards. I get that. But you also messed up. There were open receivers. There were available receivers. You didn't hit them. You overthrew them, which is funny. You overthrew them. I get it. Nurses steal. At least you got your team to what? The number one in the conference in the AFC championship. Won the divisional round. And yeah, I mean this game was within striking distance. You only lost by 7. At least you have that going for you. You know what I mean? At least you were able to lead your team deep in the playoffs. You're only a few plays away from the Super Bowl, you know? So there's a lot that the Ravens have to build upon. They have a young core. Another and this I have to I gotta blame Harbaugh on this. Bro, you've been playing Isaiah Likely for practically the entire season as your tight end. I get that Mark Andrews, he's healthy, he's out of the lineup due to the injury, and I get that. I totally get it. But bro, you got Isaiah Likely, who developed chemistry with your quarterback. He Eric Spolstra this. I don't know if you guys know. I'm gonna go into basketball for a little second. The Miami Dolphins. It is the finals, game two or game three. Obviously, everybody knows that we lost our top two um, scoring players in Bam Adebayo and Dragon Goran Dragic. But what was it? Was it Goran? Yeah, was it Goran that came back? No, no, no. One of the two. I forgot. I think it might have been Bam that came back before Dragic. And I said, please, because we had to manage. Our other guys were actually playing pretty good. And I said, please, Eric Spolstra, do not disrupt the flow that the team is working with. We're only a couple plays away. Let them continue to play. I get it. You want Bam out there. I forgot if it was Bam or whichever one of them came back into that series. And I said, don't disrupt the flow. No, what did he do? He disrupted the flow. We lost the championship, right? The bubble one. The one that everybody puts the asterisk to for LaCry James. Um Harbaugh did the same thing with Mark Andrews. I get it. He's your number one tight end, future Hall of Famer. I get all that. But you don't, if you got chemistry going that led you to the AFC Championship, you ride the hot hand. Isaiah Likely was the play, not Mark Andrews. You ease him back. I get it. You want all your weapons for the AFC Championship, but that was one of the biggest mistakes I noticed. I'm like, why is Isaiah Likely not playing this game? That to me, absolute failure, absolute failure, absolute failure, absolute failure by Harbaugh. And I get it. Likely got three targets versus the two that Mark Andrew got. But the point is, Isaiah Likely should have been on the field a lot more than Andrews. And he wasn't. That's on the coach. Personnel issues. That's on the coach. So that at the end of the day, obviously not 100% goes on the quarterback, but he didn't step up to. He got to do more. Team is doing. He didn't. But at least he got some nice stats with the young core that they have. That made some really bad, costly mistakes. This was on, in my opinion, 100% on the offense. Period. This loss for the Ravens, it's on the offense. Period. It's on the offense. Period. And that's what to me personally, they're gonna have it's again a young team sprinkled with some veterans, but it's still a very young team. We got to see what they do. They got Justin Hill, they got Flowers, they got Edwards. I know Aguilar's there, OBJ's there, but OBJ's OBJ. You know what I mean? His ass was dropping balls too, but whatever. You know what I mean? The offense also got to help out your quarterback. You gotta catch some of these balls. 17, 17 balls. Granted, again, there are at least three that I saw that he overthrew. So it's not all on the receivers, but a lot of it too. You gotta help out your quarterback as well. Damn. You gotta help out your quarterback as well. You have to. You cannot have your quarterback do as much as he did. I mean, he pretty much, yeah, there was some plays he missed, but even there are some key moments, bro. This is your legacy game, man, and you let it slip away. Granted, the offense failed. This was the offense failing, but this is a legacy game. The good thing is though that the Ravens will be back. They're gonna they are the what do you call it? They're gonna be back. They're gonna do another deep run in the AFC. They got their quarterback. They're gonna be back. And that's one thing that I'll tell you this. You don't have to worry about that team because they got their guy. They got their guy. They got a young team. They got the coaching. They gotta learn from their mistakes and they gotta move on. But at least they got their guy. They actually have a franchise guy. And they're gonna be able to go ahead and go much further, in my opinion. It's not guaranteed. Obviously, the Super Bowl guaranteed. They have they have the opportunity to go back. It's a strong team, strong team. They're gonna be a pain in the patootie. They're gonna be a pain, you know. And it goes back to his legacy. Now you're 2-4 in the playoffs. Hey man, you got your two wins. That's great, but you gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that. You gotta get over the hump, and I think that they will. Again, it's still such a young team. You got players that are gonna be replaced. Like to me, Isaiah likely has already replaced Mark Andrews, in my opinion. They got a guy as tight end, and they love playing with their tight ends. They do. So that's gonna be a young and exciting team to see as far as the Ravens. But this game, I can't stand Kansas City so much, bro. You know what? I liked them. I liked them before. I just don't like the arrogance from them. No, I can't. Oh, yeah. At least somebody can get to the AFC Championship, but it is what it is. Some people are gonna ignore the elephant in the room. What up, Cliff D? How you doing, buddy? Ron says the Phins are soft and spoiled. Thanks, Ross. Yeah, well, yeah, yeah. hmm You're not wrong. Yeah. At least, they get to to do it. Yeah. For $60 million, he better. Of course, he should. That isn't that what we want for Tua, right? For $60 million, can the man at least win a championship? Tua gets paid $9 million. I thought that he was looking to be the franchise quarterback. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I missed that. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Oh, you're right. Yeah. You're right. We don't want Tua to be a choke job like he has. You're 100% right, AB. See, finally we could agree on something. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hopefully Tua doesn't choke again and he can actually, I don't know, do his job. So it is what it is. Yeah. Postseason success, people. That's what matters. Postseason success. Don't worry, B. Your wish will come true, and we're gonna be screwed for the next 5 years. hmm Because, because, no, I mean, yeah. Anyways, I don't really care. What matters is winning. No, what are you talking about? Winning doesn't matter. You think winning matters? We don't care about winning. We care about 2,000 yards. We care about MVP. We don't care about winning. What are you talking about? We don't care. We don't care about the team. It's only about one guy. That's all that matters. The Dolphins fan base, you two included. You two included. That's all that matters. All that matters. Winning? Ha, winning? Please, we don't care about winning. Yeah, so Dolphins fan base, all you care about is one guy, MVP. That's what matters. Right there, that's what matters. One guy. Oh man, 2.0. That's all I had to say. 2.0. If you know what I'm talking about, put it in the comment section. 2.0. Yeah, well, yeah. No, Super Bowl doesn't matter. 2,000 yards matter. MVP matters. Stats matter. We only care about stats. What are you talking about? Who cares about winning? We don't care about winning. We don't care about winning. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't, no, come on, man. Winning? Please. We don't care about winning. Mm-mm. We care about sales. That's what we care about. Sales. How much can we sell? That's what matters. Nothing else. How much can we sell? That's what matters. 2,000 yards. So it matters. I don't care about winning. Please. It's please. What the, why would we care about winning? Mm-mm. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. My MVP. No. What do you mean MVP? I would trade 1,000 times for Lamar Jackson. I don't care. And Watson. Ooh. Ooh. My solution didn't work, man. You drop any quarterback with these weapons, and yeah, we'll see. But it's okay. It is what it is. Yeah, Lamar, it's on another. I'm sorry. Can somebody tell me what game did the Ravens just lose? Can somebody tell me what game the Ravens just lost? Where were they? What was the game? Somebody help me out. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's not written in the title in this game. What was it? What was it? What, the AFC Championship? Oh snap! The AFC Championship? You mean to tell me he can take his team, be number one in the conference, win multiple playoff games, be a couple plays away from the Super Bowl? What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, uh-huh, yeah, that's what I thought. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah, it is what it is. Hey, he didn't do his job. 100%. He did what he did, and it wasn't enough. He got to do better as the head and face of this team for the Ravens. They'll grow as a team, but that offense is the reason why they lost, not the defense. Man, with fans like you, we'd pay $100 million for Tua and screw this team. That's like that. It literally don't even make sense. But you know what? I get it. Um, this is therapy for you too. I know it's really hard to see what's going on in the team, but I'm glad that you can express yourself. And that's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for. You know, get it out, get it out. Get it out. I hope this helps you feel better. I really do. Get it out. I want you to get it out. Throw it to triple. Hey, triple coverage is better than quadruple coverage. Last time I checked, right? Ahmad Bone, quadruple coverage. Is that what we're talking about? Quadruple coverage, like somebody else we know. Come on, bro. Stop. You know what? I can see Lamar Jackson. He toured this game. Forget the fact that he actually has way more skills than Tua. We're gonna put that aside. He toured this game. He wasn't good enough. He choked. There you go. There you go. My quarterback doesn't make $16 million. My quarterback makes $9 million. He's still in his rookie contract, and we have him signed for $23 million in a 5th-year option for next year. I don't know what you're talking about. My quarterback is Tua Tagovailoa. Who's your quarterback? That's on my check. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. What was that flag? What's this? What's on this wall? Hmm? See, I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. I could care less about individual players. I want my team to win. I don't care who gets me there. That's the difference. You see? That's the difference. That's the difference. Oh, no. See, you hear what you want to hear. But again, I get it. This is therapy for you. You need attention and you really want to go ahead and get it. Hey, I'm giving it to you, man. No problem. I hope that this off season you'll be able to really, really heal yourself. And hopefully we can, make some moves. You know, but I'm a Miami Dolphins fan. It is what it is. Tua choke job. Tua couldn't even make 7 points. That's all I'm gonna leave it at that. 7 points. 7 points. I'm just saying the same things you guys say when we lose. I feel like I literally just went through that. Right? Okay, yeah. Tua choke job. It's the same thing I would have said. Lamar didn't step up to the plate. Period. Same thing. Again, I can be objective. 7 points. No, 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 no. The Ravens offense scored 10 points. 10 points. They didn't score seven. They scored 10 points. The Ravens offense scored 10 points. What did the Dolphins score in the walkout weekend? Someone help me out here. What was the score? Can somebody help me out here? Somebody help me out here. Excuse me. I mean, how much did you score? 7 points? Oh, okay. That's what I thought. 7 points. That's where I'm going to leave it at. 7 points. Yeah, you're right, Dolphinier. And I think you probably nailed it. Miss Fitz, I guess after the Super Bowl, we have 31 quarterbacks who choke. Yeah. Well, you're really more teams. You know what I mean? Teams. Because there are 52 players. Is it 52 or 53? Did I mess up? Did I mess up? Is it 52 or 53, man? Well, technically it's 53 because of the emergency QB, but yeah, it's 52 players. So, teams. There's 31 losers at the end of the game. At the end of the day, you don't make the Super Bowl and win it. Everybody else failed. I don't know what you're talking about, Hooked Up Joe, because I think this is literally the recap of the NFC AFC Championship game. So, but yeah, at the end of the day, it comes back to 31 teams are not going to make it. At the end of the day, that's what you want. You want to be able to make it. You want to be able to get the ultimate goal. Nothing matters but the Super Bowl. Nothing matters. I don't care who gets me there. Only the Super Bowl matters. And some people only care about players. I don't care about players. I care about the Super Bowl. I don't care who gets me there. That's the difference. So I can be objective about my team and players. Some people can't. I get it. It happens. We're going to talk about all of that. At least he's got two MVPs. You know, at least. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to use that same line, Mr. Almost Not Really Close MVP. Yeah, there you go. But what was I going to say? But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these two games, you kind of can take away from what you've seen the Dolphins do this season. Obviously, both teams are going to have opportunities. All four teams are going to have opportunities next year to come back and really make a push again. Technically, they're in the best position, right? Uh, but they'll learn. The young players, this is great experience for the young players who, were a little bit nervous, you know. Um, but it's part of the game. That is the NFL. Some rise to the occasion, others don't. And at the end of the day, all that matters is the Super Bowl. Whatever you got to do to get there, don't even matter. Whatever you got to do to get there, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Mudbone, say that line next year or the year after when we're paying Tua the same and nothing happens. Please go ahead and remember that line that you just wrote. Um, please, because that's exactly where you're at. But look, at the end of the day, too many similarities. The aggressiveness from Dan Campbell, the getting out coach Harbaugh. McDaniel has done both. He cannot coach himself. He has. He needs to continue to grow as a head coach. When it comes to the quarterbacks, Jared Goff didn't do enough to get his team over the hump. Neither did Lamar whatsoever. Granted, the offense is where the issues on both games, in my opinion, not the defenses. The defenses kind of actually held their team to the average of what they typically hold teams. The offenses need to step up, make more plays, take advantage of the possessions. There's only so many possessions you're going to have in a game, and the offense has to take advantage of that. That's where you're at. Those are the same things that you can say about the Dolphins. Limited possessions. The offense has to take advantage of the opportunities and the extra opportunities you get from the defense. Once you're able to do that, you're golden. You'll be able to get over the hump. You'll be able to get to the second round, and the third round, and the fourth round. So as long as you go ahead and take care of those things, we should also have an opportunity to go deep in the playoffs. We'll see what happens this offseason. But this is going to be a very long offseason. So go ahead and support those who do support the channel, like Chef Jew and Chef Jew's Catering. Looking for a great chef to cater your next birthday, business, office party, etc. with mouth-watering cookies, cakes, pies, and more? Then go ahead and call Chef Jew at 786-804-8096. That's 786-804-8096. Or via Facebook Messenger or Instagram at Chef Jew, JU Catering for more information. And mention Miss Phins to get 10% off your catering order. I'm telling you, everybody knows Chef Jew. And you'll definitely like it and enjoy it. That's for sure. But more of the story is these four teams had an opportunity to get to the Super Bowl. Now we have a Super Bowl, which is the annoying Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers. And we'll go over, obviously, we got the flat football game coming up this weekend. Yay. AKA the Pro Bowls. Congratulations, all 9 Pro Bowlers the Dolphins have. It's so amazing. They get to go ahead and participate in their Pro Bowl. It's an opportunity to get a little bonus, plus an opportunity for them to go see all their friends in the entire league and have some fun and do some skills challenges. We'll see. I'm not even going to say what I want to say in this, but we'll see how that goes. It's going to be a lot of fun regardless, in my opinion. It's for all the kiddies that get to go enjoy yourselves. It's a great family event. So it should be fun to see all the kiddies all around. Children, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. It's a very family friendly environment, so I love seeing it every year. But yep, shout out to all the guys that made the Pro Bowl and they get to enjoy it. Hopefully, at the end of the day, we'll be able to go ahead and what do you call it? We'll be able to see what our guys can do if they can even match up to the other players. So we'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, that's a recap to the AFC NFC championship game. It tied so much to the Dolphins, in my opinion. But we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, all these teams can do is just learn from them, grow, and then kind of go from there. And just, try to grow some more. We'll see what the Dolphins end up doing. We're going to continue to have the end of the season. It's not the off season just yet. It's the end of the season. Once the Super Bowl's done, then it'll be the off season. Okay? So we're still in the end of the season mode. And we're still going to give you guys, lots of content throughout the end of the season and the off season. Okay, so yeah, even in these 2 games, you saw a lot of similarities with our own team. Hopefully, we can fix it ourselves so we can have an opportunity in the AFC Championship next year. We'll see what ends up happening, or at least in the next few years to come. Because again, at the end of the day, who cares about stats? I care about the Super Bowl. That's all I care about. I don't care how much somebody's making or not making. Period. It's the Super Bowl. That's all that matters. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you guys. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.